Hi everybody, Mrs. Patterson here, recording from my living room. Welcome into my home. This week actually, Mr. Steinberg and I thought it would be fun, different, for each of us to take a shot at leading you guys through workouts together. So today is my day. This workout has a little bit of strength and a little bit of cardio. It is all body weight. So you don't need anything at all. You can see I'm not even doing it in shoes. So you're welcome to wear shoes or you can go barefoot. It is all set to music because that's kind of how I like to exercise. So take it or leave it. And it's about between 20 and 25 minutes. So we're gonna get going here. Feel free to follow along. And this can take the place this week of either your strength or your cardio workout. All right, let's do this. So starting standing up nice and tall, feet right underneath your hips. Take a soft bend in your knees and then think about pulling your abs in nice and strong to support your back. Take your shoulders up to your ears, roll them down your back. Do that one more time, big shoulder roll. And let them fall. Take a great big inhale, lift your arms, gaze up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, round forward, drop your chin. Just keep going here, taking some really big breaths. Might be the deepest breaths you've taken all day, maybe all weekend. And you're just putting some nice, easy movement into your back, letting yourself move and be mobile. All right, take one more breath here. Big inhale. As you exhale, step your feet out a little bit wider than your hips, and then sink down into a squat. From here, drop your left shoulder, kind of look over your right shoulder. You're finding an easy twist, and you're using your left hand to kind of open up the right side of your head. Go ahead, switch sides, dropping your right shoulder, using your right hand to open up your hip, gaze over your left shoulder. From here, come through center. Just gonna take some nice slow squats. Drop down, and then lift up, reach to the right. Drop down into your squat, lift up over to the left. We are moving your spine in all different directions. You're adding that big lateral lean, shoulders staying away from your ear. All right, just give me a couple more here. Awesome. Last one. Just gonna speed it up. Drop it down and reach. So in your squat, remember your weight's in your heels, but you're still keeping all four corners of your feet down to the floor. You can always move a little bit slower than what I'm doing. You can lower your arms if you have a lot of shoulder tightness. Awesome, let your arms go. Keep your squat going, just drop left. This is called a figure eight. Don't worry about what it looks like, nobody's watching you. All right, it's just about putting some mobility into your shoulders, moving nice and big after probably a lot of sitting in stillness. Awesome, just a couple more. Hold your next squat low. Step your feet out a little bit wider. And then push your butt over to the left, your toes angle out. Your knees bent right over your toes. Push your butt over to the other side. Same thing, check in with your knee, it's checking right over your middle toes. Just move slow here, side to side. You're feeling a stretch in your inner thighs, but you're still pressing your heels down into the floor. That means you're still using your back body, warming up 360 degrees. A little faster. Now you can stay right here with your hands on your thighs or at a big reach. So imagine you're pulling a really heavy rope, pulling it in towards your body. Awesome, you guys, I can't see you. Maybe you are just sitting down watching me in your pajamas. But if you are, I invite you to stand up. You can do this whole thing in your pajamas, I promise. Good, think about taking up a little bit more space. Move a little bit bigger. You have 4 more. 2. And last one, come through center, walk your feet back in a little bit closer. Shine your heart, take your gaze up, inhale. Exhale, drop your chest, let your head dangle. Exhale. Do that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round down. And then come back to a neutral position with your spine. Pivot to the left. You're gonna find what's called a crescent lunge. So little elements of yoga here. Reach your fingertips to the sky and hold. Think about pressing through all 4 corners of this front foot. And make sure your knee is stacked right on top of your ankle. We have a tendency to go here. I want you to be lifted a little bit. You're feeling a stretch in your back right hip flexor. Your spine is nice and tall, reaching your arms overhead. If your shoulders are feeling really tight, you can always bring your hands to heart center. Take a big inhale. Exhale, drop your back knee down, press your palms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, push down. So we're just gonna move nice and slow here with a lot of control. If you're feeling tension in your back knee as you drop down, you can keep it a little bit higher. It does not need to hit the floor. And then sometimes it even helps to take a little hinge forward at your waist. That's gonna take pressure off of your back knee even more. The purpose of this lunge is to keep building some heat warming up through your left leg and also stretching your right hip flexor. Awesome, give me 2 more. Last one right here, hold it down low. Little challenge, interlace your fingers behind your back. Take your gaze up, big chest opener. Big inhale here. Exhale, turn and face me. Lunge back to the right and left. All right, we've been here before, your feet are wide. Toes are angled out. This time I want you to come up tall, shoulders over your hips. Big reach. So it's like you're making a big circle, a big windmill with your arms. By doing this, you're using your core, especially the muscles in your waistline, as you rock side to side. Awesome, see if you can deepen your breath a little bit here. You just have 4 more. Last 2. Hold it right here. Crescent lunge, side 2. This time your right foot is forward. Left toes are back. Arms reach up. Hold. Get just as serious on this side about all 4 corners of this front foot pressing down. Your knee stacks right on top of your ankle. You're feeling a stretch in your left hip flexor in the back. Your spine is tall, arms are reaching. Know that you can always bring your hands down to your hearts. We're gonna start that same slow lunge on this side, so take a big inhale. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Reach. Checking in now with your back knee. It's a new side, so things might need something different. Maybe you keep your lunge a little bit higher and smaller. Maybe you try on that idea of hinging at your waist, taking pressure off of your back knee. Either way, I want you feeling the work in your right leg and the stretch in the front of your left hip. All right, just take 2 more. We have that chest opener 1 more time, last one. Sink low and hold it there. Interlace your fingers behind your back, big chest opener, gaze goes up. Hold there, I'm gonna check what happened with my music. I am unsure, take a great big inhale. Exhale, release your stretch, find a plank, hands come to the floor. Step your feet back and hold. I'm gonna move away from you a little bit so you can see my full body, hands right in line with your shoulders. Soften your elbows instead of locking them. And then think about really pushing the floor away. If you have tension in your wrists, you can always drop down to your forearms. You can come down to your knees here too. You could also even find a waist-high surface like the back of the couch or something to take a high plank. All right, this is about adding heat through your core, but we are really using your whole body here. You're here about 30 more seconds. Don't look at me, look at the floor. That's gonna keep the back of your neck safe and tension-free. All right, take a big inhale. Stay for the exhale. Do that one more time. Big breath in. As you exhale, reach your hips back like a downward dog. Heels sink towards the floor. And then look towards your hands, tiptoe up to meet them. Bend your knees, roll on up. All right, we are going to do some supersets with body weight for some muscle conditioning. So I've paired 2 exercises together for our first set. We'll do each twice. And then a second set of exercise we'll do each twice. So we're gonna start with push-ups. All right, so when you're ready, come on back down to the floor. Hands are just outside of your shoulder width distance, okay? You can do this from your toes to your knees, or again, you could find a waist-high surface. When you're ready, we got 30 seconds of push-ups. Here we go. Drop down and push. You can take these at your own pace. Maybe you're moving faster than me or slower than me, but full range of motion is really, really important here. So think dropping your chest almost all the way to the floor and then fully extending your arms at the top. All right, you have about 10 seconds left. Keep going, keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Give me 3 more wherever you are. And then when you're ready, lift up, stand up all the way. We are going to take an isometric hold in a lunge. So left foot forward, right toes step back. Bend both knees and hold. All right, so we were here a moment ago on our warm-up. Let's check in again. Your front knee, it's aligned right on top of your heel. Back knee is right underneath your hips. Spine is nice and tall. From here, we're just gonna layer in a little pulse with our back knee down, down, down. All right, so check in again. If you have tension in this back knee, know that you can work higher. You can also add a hinge at the waist. Final option, step your back foot in to meet your front, but keep your heel popped. Working in kind of an inclined chair situation. Last 4, 3, last 2, and last one, switch sides. So just swap out your feet, right foot forward, left toes back. Bend both knees and hold. Check your knees, front knee over your ankle. Back knees under your hips, shoulders over your hips, relax through your upper body. Little pulse. You're feeling heat equally in both quads, so that's the tops of your thighs. You're using your back body too. Check in with your back knee, add that hinge if you need to. Maybe step your back foot in this time, keeping your left heel popped. All right, I know this is hard, but it's not gonna last forever. You're building good muscle endurance in your low body. Last 2. Last one, stand up. Second and last set of push-ups, come on down. Hands just outside of your shoulder width. Step your feet back. 30 seconds, here we go. If someone was above us, looking down on our push-up form, I would want them to see our body looking like an arrow. So what I mean by that is your elbows are not coming directly out to the side, and they're not going directly back either, they're somewhere in the middle. Remember, you can find your knees. You have 10 seconds left. Exhaling as you push the floor away. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, stand all the way up. Second and last set of our lunge, small range of motion. So left foot forward, right toes back. Bend both knees. Spine is tall. Add your pulse. Down, down, down. You are pressing equally through all 4 corners of your front foot. And then all 10 toes are pressing down. Your back heel's lifted as high as you can get it over the ball of your foot. See how small you can make this? This is almost like an isometric hold. This little bit of movement doesn't give us much relief. But remember, you're creating that good endurance in your low body. Final countdown, you got 4 more. I'm right there with you guys. 3, last 2, last 1, switch it out. Right foot forward, left toes back. Bend both knees. Settle in, nice tall spine. Little pulse, down, down, down. As you settle in, check your alignment. You're protecting your knee by keeping it right on top of your heel. And then make any adjustments you need. You know how to do that. You can hinge forward, work higher. If all you're feeling is burn in your muscles, stay right where you are. You got 4, 3, 2. Last one, stand all the way up. Amazing work, you guys. Take a quick quad stretch. Left foot in your left hand. Grab onto a wall if you need to. You're pulling your heel up towards your butt, creating length. And when you're ready, switch sides. So in about 10 seconds, we are starting our second set of supersets. Okay, low body and upper body. Go ahead, release. Come on down to the floor. We're taking tricep dips on the floor. I'm going to show you in profile. Hands underneath your shoulders, fingertips face your feet. Bend your elbows and press. Drop, press. So notice my hips are not moving. The only thing that's moving in my body is my elbows bend, and then they press me back up. So we're working in our triceps. That's the back of your upper arm. Keep going, you got 4 more. Everything's about 30 seconds. Last 2. And last one, rise on up. Give me 10 body weight squats. 2, 3. See if you can sink a little bit lower than you normally do. I don't know what number we're on. This feels like 7, 8, 9, and 10. Second and last set of triceps. Come on back down. Fingertips point at your feet. From here, soften, reach. Little bend, big press. Got 10 seconds left. Keep going for it. Last 4, last 3, last 2, and last one. Stand all the way up. Find your squat. Drop, left. All right, we got about 3 minutes of moving nice and big to get your heart rate going. Everything we do is low impact. That means I'm not gonna jump. You don't need to jump. All right, you can get all the good body benefits, keeping your feet on the floor, keeping your joints safe. All right, we're gonna take a step out to the right with our right foot, now left. Just keep going side to side here. Even though your feet are moving, you are finding symmetry at the bottom of your squat. That means you press into both feet equally. And let's talk about what I'm doing with my arms here. What I'm doing is keeping my upper body moving. And I'm pressing my palms back as if there's a wall right behind me. I'm pressing into it. Your heart rate might lift a little bit. It might not go crazy like running, but that's okay. After all the sitting we've been doing here, we're gonna squat for a little bit. That's what our body needs to do. Our bodies are meant to move. Our back body is meant to help us sit and stand all day. And our back body might be a little lazy right now. You have 8 more. For 6, 4, 3, 2. Come through center, hold a low narrow squat. So your feet are hip width distance. And I'll show you from the side, option to float onto your toes. You could hinge forward a little bit. All right, you're finding a balance challenge in your body. Might be a little shaky. Feel free to reach your arms out. Maybe take your squat a little bit lower. You have 8 more. 7, 6. Where can you go? Take your gaze to the floor. Last 4, 3, last 2. Stand all the way up, back to your squat. Kind of big figure 8. Let your shoulders go. And then come back to that prayer, push back. Find your side to side squat, right and left. All right, second round. I'm gonna give you the option to change this to a lunge. All right, follow me. Lunge and lift. I know I'm stepping off the screen a little bit. Here's what you're not seeing, but you need to know your toes point towards me the whole time. Feet stay parallel. And then that foot that stays stationary in the middle, that leg is stick straight. Your other knee bends just like it's a half squat. How we doing at home, everybody? You're almost at the end of Mrs. Patterson's workout. I don't know what you think about it, but I hope I got you up and moving. Even if it's in your PJs, your sweatpants, whatever. 8 more. Here's your final 2. Come through center, back to that balance. Sink down to your narrow squat and hold. Option once again to float onto your toes. Maybe reach your arms forward. Sink your seat 1 more inch down. Relax your shoulders. Big inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then slowly lift all the way up. Nice job, you guys, you did it. Find a big chest opener. Interlace your fingers behind you. If you don't have that range of motion, just sweep your arms behind you like a cape. Gaze goes up. Just take a big, strong inhale, big, strong exhale. From here, release your hands. Take your feet a little wider than your hips. Hands come to your hips. Hinge forward, keeping your knees straight. And just start to bend one knee and then the other. Releasing the backs of your legs, your hamstrings. And the next time your right knee bends, hold it there. Reach your right fingertips down to the floor. Left arm can reach up towards the ceiling. Gaze in its direction. Feeling a stretch in your left IT band, the outside of your leg. Come through center, switch sides. Soften your left knee, left arm stays down, right arm reaches high. Gaze in its direction. And lower down through center, find a seated position on the floor. Bring your left leg long, right foot pulls in, half straddle stretch. Reach your left fingertips towards your ankle, right arm reaches up and overhead. Slowly lift up through center, plant your right hand next to you. Reach your left arm high, push your hips forward, releasing your front body. And drop your hips all the way down. Switch sides. Right leg comes long, left leg pulls in. Reach your right fingertips down, left arm overhead. Lift up through center, plant your left hand next to you, right arm reaches. Lift your hips, pushing them towards me. And then go on, drop down through center, cross your legs. Let your hands rest on your thighs. I'm going to take a couple deep breaths here, so go ahead, close your eyes. Start to notice what your breath feels like as you really slow down and be still. And now as you inhale, think about breathing not just into your chest, but down into your belly, even into your back and your sides. Every time you exhale, try to let go of something stressful you're hanging on to. Take 2 more deep breaths, inhaling gratitude, exhaling negativity. On your next exhale, if your eyes are closed, open them up. Plant your left hand next to you, right arm lifts up and over. Just kind of circle, sweep through center, switch sides. One more time, either direction. From here, sit up nice and tall. Bring your feet underneath you. Find a low crouch. Bring yourself into a ball. Just pause for a second. When you're ready, find a forward fold. Drop your heels. Separate your feet a little bit. Let your head hang heavy. Roll up one vertebra at a time. One giant big inhale to close our workout. And big exhale. Nice job, you guys. If you did work out with me today, I hope you had fun. I am dripping sweat. So I miss seeing you all in class, but hopefully we'll be back there soon. All right, have a great day, guys.